targeted demographics. And so it's a bit of a foreign concept when you first get into it. However, the power that you have being able to target people based upon home value, income, children present, home equity available, number of bedrooms, allows you to target a market that you wouldn't otherwise without having to spend a tremendous amount on a marketing budget. This allows you to narrow down to exactly who you want to hit and get just to those people. So the first thing you're going to do is either start with a radius around an address, or you can start with an entire zip, city, count, or county or state. Most realtors are used to starting with a radius around an address because they're saturating. And when you're saturating, you're hitting every home around an address, and therefore you are having to mail a lot more pieces. But the beauty of doing a targeted mailer is that you don't have to think that way anymore. So just as an example, let's do this right here. Okay, so we have 14017 Green Hook Road, 1 mile radius, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to select a consumer database. That's always the first thing we select. You have the option of business, consumer, new mover, new homeowner, or new business. And then inside of that demographic, we're going to choose unique addresses only. It's going to choose essentially every home in that area. All right. So we search that, and it gives us 448 homes for a list cost of $13. Don't worry, that cost is added into the cart without you having to do anything. So a 1 mile radius around this address, all right, which is 76008 zip code, and we get 448. But let's go back and show what you can do with a targeted list and hit that same 500 or so people. So we're going to do the zip code, 76008. That's adding in the entire zip code. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to start with the home value we want to hit first. So we're going to say home market value, and we're going to choose 500 to 750 because that's the first range we want to hit. So we're going to do that first, and that gives us 996 people. We're always going to do unique address because otherwise you're mailing to both homeowners. So that gets us down to 414. Okay. So already we can mail to the entire zip code of 76008, only hitting home values of 500 to 750 for the same thing we would have to do a 1 mile radius around an address. So incredible difference. But let's say that we actually want to go in here and do a larger home value range. So essentially we want to do 500,000 to 1.5 million. So we're going to do home market value again, and we'll increase that to 750 to 1 million. And then also we'll go 1 million to 1.5. Okay. So that's going to give us a new count of 490. We could even then, if we wanted to, come down to say 450 to 500. Obviously, the more you go down, the more houses you pick up. But watch this. We're at 713 homes. We can also then go in and do it by how long somebody's lived in that house. So let's say we don't want to get anybody who's lived there less than 2 years. So we'll do 3 to 5 years, and then we'll add in 6 to 9 years, and then 10 to 14 years. So again, you can see I have 321. So I've not done anything different other than take out people that I wouldn't want to mail to because they wouldn't be ready to sell or they wouldn't be ready to buy. Also, they wouldn't hit my target range of home value. That's all I had to do, and I was able to take it down from what the entire zip code would be, which is around 34,000 people, down to 321 homes. Again, doing a targeted demographic allows you to market wisely to exactly who you want to hit. Now I have the option of actually increasing the places I want to go to. So let's say I want to hit 76008, but I also want to hit part of Fort Worth, and so I'm going to do 76109. All right, so I'm going to add that in. So now I've got 2 zip codes I'm going to. It automatically updates my count for me. I have 1,031. So let's say the other big important factor to me is going to be the fact that the people have children present because it's a good school district that I'm trying to go to. So we'll hit yes on that. And that's going to get me down to 374. Again, you can keep on playing with these until you get exactly who you want. And the options inside of there are incredible. You have home equity available, you have home loan value, you have marital status, you have things like the home purchase date, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, home year built, just all kinds of stuff that allow you to actually target that audience. But let's say that I've got the audience I want to mail to those 374 people. I come to this screen here. This allows me to do any kind of specific type of dedupe that I want. So let's say that I wanted to go by household or surname. I could choose that, but by addresses works fine for this. So we'll finish that off and then add it to the cart, and then it'll drop it in, and it'll be ready to go to the mail stream. So that's it. I was able to build out an entire campaign, drop it in the cart within minutes. and it'll be in homes within 10 business days.